Every single year, I like to do like make a video of the lessons I learned that particular year. I did this in 2021, 2022, and now these are the lessons I learned in 2023. The first thing I learned, or the first lesson, is to focus on just one thing. This was a very big mistake. I'm not just focusing on one thing, I have like one main priority. This was a very, very big mistake I made this year. Like, I had all these business models, business ideas, hustles, and everything I was trying to do, which is not bad at all. But it seems that I kept jumping from one thing to one thing to one thing to one thing. Today I'm doing, making the videos on this personal channel, and it's like my main focus. And tomorrow I switch to my faceless channel as my main focus. Next tomorrow I switch to like a team page or something, my main focus. Next week I'm doing copywriting and it's my main focus. The other week after I'm trying to learn like video editing or something. And like just jumping from one thing to one thing to like, it made me make no progress. Because just kind of think of it like this: if you are, before you become successful in any of these business models or whatever, you have to reach a particular threshold. So let's say this is like the threshold, and once you reach this threshold, like after you reach it, that's when you actually start to see massive results. So once you are doing the YouTube, the dropshipping, whatever, the thing is going up. But if you are always like, once you go ahead and jump to this thing, so imagine you are already going up in maybe personal brand, for example. You're already yeah. Then you see, oh, copywriting, you now leave it and go and jump to copywriting. First of all, you have to start from down here again. And also this one that you left off here, it doesn't exactly stay here. It starts to go down little by little, because it's just like anything. You have seen this in life, in real life. Anything you don't actually like anything you stop doing frequently, you start to become bad at it. Of course, you won't become completely bad at it, but you start to become less bad. If you're able to do maybe 500 push-ups before, it was very easy for you, and you stop doing push-ups for like an entire year. When you come back, you won't be able to do 500 at a go, like just like the way you used to do it. Of course, you'll still be able to do this, and maybe you might still be able to do 100 like flawlessly, or 50 flawlessly. But you can't just do that 500 again, because like you have regressed in that skill. But to get back to that place is not really very super hard. But the things that you regress, so now you go to copywriting, you start to make progress, then you see affiliate marketing, you jump there again. You see drop shipping, you jump, like you just keep doing all this. You don't stay in one place, and because you don't stay in one place, you don't really make progress. So my main lesson is to just focus on one thing. And the thing is that in life you can't necessarily, you can't actually like focus on one thing, because life is just complicated. Like you have school, you have work, you have your business, you have family, you have your health, like, so there are so many things. But things I want to try to reduce them as much as possible. Or even if you want to do all these other things, the way I found actually works is to make one thing your priority. There was this book I read back in 2022. The name was One Thing, and it's a very, very fantastic book. And the way the book puts it is like, there are only two things that exist. Your one thing, that's the main thing you're trying to focus on, and every other thing, those are the only two things that exist. So if you are, maybe the main thing for you is your dropshipping business or whatever, that should be the main priority. And you should spend most of your time, 80%, 90%, 95% of your time, energy, and attention on this thing. And the remaining 5%, maybe you cannot share it amongst the affiliate marketing and your schoolwork and your job and the personal brand. You share it among these other things, but that one thing, like most of your time and attention, everything goes towards that thing. You cannot have like 5 different things and you're giving 20%. Like I said, you're not going to go anywhere. So this was a very, very like a mistake I learned, like a lesson I learned this year. Like, just have one main priority, bro, and stop jumping around from different things. Take one thing, stick to it, and just work aggressively on that thing. So you actually start to see like significant success before you can now start thinking of switching to other different things. The second lesson is to have long-term thinking, and this is kind of similar to the first point I made. If you do all these business models, so dropshipping, affiliate marketing and stuff, and your mindset is, within 30 days I'll make my first $100, or within 60 days I'll make my first $500 or whatever, and you start to make, you start to work on this thing. Then 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, 30 days in, you realize that, wow, I've not made my $100. And to make 100, not like it's impossible, but it's going to take significantly more than 30 days. And it's going to take a lot more work than maybe 1 hour a day. So you now jump from it to the next thing. Like, you have to have a longer term approach. Instead of thinking I'll start seeing significant success or significant results from this thing in 30 days. You said, think I'll start seeing significant results or success from this thing in 3 years. I'll start seeing significant results or success in 300 days. When you do it like that, that's longer term thinking. And like the irony itself is like, probably before then you start to see the significant results, but you actually like give yourself enough time to focus on that thing and go all in on it. So think longer term, stop having 30 days mindset. very terrible mindset to have. The third lesson I learned is slow and steady wins the race. To do something, like all these business examples I've been saying, you could literally be working 30 minutes a day on your business, and like I said, in maybe 30 days you're not going to see results. In 3 months you're probably not going to see results, but in 3 years you definitely will have results. And 30 minutes a day is actually like kind of insignificant. Like slow and steady wins the race. The main thing is not like how much action you can do, it's how consistent you are. And even if it's just 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, and you just do it consistently, you are going to win a lot more compared to do 5 hours today and 6 hours tomorrow and not working again for like a full week and coming back to do 8 hours. And like you're not going to win. And I haven't made 2 videos, so I made monk mode videos. The first one I did, I kind of explained this concept that if you're only capable of working 30 minutes a day, go ahead and work 30 minutes a day. Then over time you try to level it up from there. But you know, after that I now kind of felt pissed off at myself because I was like, oh, I have all these goals and 30 minutes a day is not going to get me there fast. So I also made another video where I was kind of ranting that you should work many hours a day. And my very good friend Henry kind of called me out at that video. Even though like the proper way to like work and everything is, you know, you should work 8 hours a day and all that. Like that's definitely like how you should actually do it. But many of us were not at that level to be working 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, you know, and only getting 2 hours of sleep. Like if you're at that level, if you have that kind of like willpower and discipline and work ethic and stuff, 100%. But if you're more like a beginner, you're trying to just find your way in this world and everything, and you're not really capable of doing that yet, like don't have that. Instead, focus on like 30 minutes a day. Are you capable of working 30 minutes a day? Yes. Are you capable of working 15 minutes a day? Absolutely. Are you capable of working 45 minutes a day? Yes. 45 minutes a day every single day for the entire year. Go ahead and do that. So my good friend Henry called me out on this. Shout out to Henry if you're watching this. Like I really appreciate you for that comment in which he just kind of called me out that yes, of course, working 8 hours and everything is good. That's what you should do. But your main focus, if you like what you're capable of, that's how you should do it, and you level it up over time. That's also a very, very good lesson I learned this year. The fourth lesson I learned in 2023 is this one is not necessarily a lesson, but how to go about school. So for the most part, since my school career began, like my university career began since 2021, the only thing that was on my mind was just to drop out, like to quit school, because I honestly did not want to be here. I was studying this computer science that I don't give 2 fucks about. I was, you know, doing all these classes. I didn't know anybody, broke as fuck, and everything. I just hated it so fucking much. And like the only thing on my mind was to just drop out and quit. But I now eventually reached around July of this year, when I was now really like, at first I wanted to drop out around, I think, December of 2021. But July of this year I was not really serious with it. Like I'm done, I can't do this anymore. But I just thought to myself then, because I now kind of did the math and I realized that wait, next year, that's 2024, I'll be graduating by then. So when I thought about it, it didn't really make so much sense to drop out again. And you know, you might as well just get the degree and everything. And you know, everybody in my family was against it and stuff. So maybe I will do a more detailed video in the future as well. But if there's any youngsters watching that is just maybe getting into school, or you're already in school and everything, I just want to kind of, at least from my lessons now, to go ahead on how you should kind of approach school. So I'm just going to do a brief summary here. Like I said, I'll make a longer video in the future. But the way I feel like you should do it is, if you're not studying the thing you actually want to study. So if you want to be a doctor and you're in school and you're not studying like medicine or doctoring related stuff, then you are wasting your time. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to start a business and all that, and you are in school and you're not studying, even studying business in school these days is just like garbage, it's crap. Except maybe you're going to like a really good school. Or most schools these days, like the business classes they teach and everything is just nonsense. But let's just assume you want to like you want to be a business person, entrepreneur person, and you're studying like, I don't know, literature or something like that, or engineering. You are wasting your time. If you want to be like a musician or something and you're studying computer science, you are wasting your time. So if you're not studying the main thing you are in school for, you're already kind of wasting your time. But the way I want you to do it is like, instead of getting, you know, angry and pissed off at the system and everything, which is fair to do, but you kind of want to kind of think of ways to make school not so much a waste of time anymore. Because that's the thing about me, I was really hungry. I've been in this school, like, first of all, I'm feeling like a fucker. I never wanted to be here. I don't even know, like, I barely have friends, like, broke as fuck, no progress. I didn't the computer science I'm even learning, I don't even know anything about it. But I kind of started to shift my mindset. I want to make it not so much a waste of time. So how do you do this? By making it not so much a waste of time. So first of all, go ahead and like try to make money. Like while you're in school, learn things like maybe time management skills, or how to make money. So learn the skills like copywriting, improve your social skills, learn how to socialize, learn all these different things. So even though directly you're kind of wasting your time because you're not necessarily doing what you actually want to be doing in your life, But indirectly, you still use this environment to your advantage. You take the most advantage of it you can. Like I said before, I'll make a more detailed video in the future on how to do it, how to scan everything. It's still crazy that I'm going to be graduating next year. I still can't believe that. But at the same time, I can't wait, bro. Like, I'm tired of this. The fifth lesson I learned in 2023 is time waits for no man. And this particular lesson, I think every single year I've been doing lessons I learned, I always say this. The thing I always just realize is like, time literally waits for nobody. Like right now, the fallacy we always have is like we think there is time. There is no time. There is never time. Because today now is the 30th as I'm recording this video of December. Before you know, 31st. Before you know, January. Before you even know, we'll be in February, March, April, May, June, July. Then before you know, 2024. We'll be in the same time in 2024 again. And all of a sudden it's ended. First of all, stop procrastinating. Stop telling yourself, oh, I'll do it later and everything. Any idea you have in your mind, any plan, any dream, make sure you are taking action on it right now, today. Go and chase after your dreams today. There is no time. Time is not waiting for anybody. And worst of all, if we want to look at the worst case scenario, you could literally die. You could die today, you could die tomorrow. You could be going to the church or the supermarket or something and get into an accident and life is over. So time waits for nobody. Make sure you take action on anything you want to do. The sixth lesson I learned in 2023 is life is meaningless. And also, you should make the most out of this phase of your life. Just like the thing I said previously, like you could literally be going to school or church or something and literally get hit by a bus. And the thing that scares me the most about death is not even necessarily the death experience itself. Like recently I just stopped fearing death as much. Of course I still fear death, everybody fears death, but not as much, because the sad part is how fast you are forgotten. It's not even how you die. Somebody you used to see every single day. It's very sad how fast the person just forgets. And the only people that will really, really mourn you and remember you for very long, it's like your family members and stuff. And even when they remember you, like give them 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, like at the end of the day, I just forgotten. Life goes on. It just makes me realize how meaningless this life is, because everything we're fighting for, trying to make money, trying to impress this person, trying to rise to the top of the hierarchy or whatever, it's kind of just vanity at the end of the day. But with that said, you should still make the most out of this phase of your life. I realize that life is meaningless. All these things are going to pass away. All these things are going to go. So now that you have this thing, now that this is your life, now that you go to this place, now that you live in this place, now that you see your parents every single day, see your siblings almost every day, maybe you are living with roommates, you are going to school or you are working this job, make the most out of this phase, because the time is going to come that is just no longer going to be your life, and that period is never ever going to exist again. So now that it exists, now that you have it, make the most out of it. The seventh thing I learned from 2023 is action is everything, bro. I've said it many times on my channel. I've been watching self-improvement videos, make money online videos and everything since 2019 at this point. So 2024 is going to make it, is it 5 years now? I don't know, something crazy like that. So I've known about all these concepts, eat healthy, exercise, make money, blah blah blah. It's not like it's not new for me. I've been watching 80-90% of the things I've been watching since then. Self-improvement, make money. And the things that, am I not supposed to be like a millionaire or somebody? Imagine somebody dedicates himself to something for 4 to 5 years. Is that person not supposed to be like a top person in his field? Yes, supposed to be a top person, except I forgot the most important thing, which is taking action. If you are watching all these videos, you are reading all these books and doing all these things, and you're not like taking action, you're not going to make progress. You're not going to go far, because action is everything. Of course, getting the right information and learning and all that, very very important. But if you're not doing anything, bro, like, they are just going to remain videos. They are just going to remain ideas. I'm just going to be another guy that's talking to you on the screen. I'm not like, your life is not going to change. Of course, your mindset will change and the way you think and everything will change. But if you're not really doing the tangible things that are going to get you there, you are going to look back 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, just like I've done, and you're going to be in the exact same spot. Just a little older, a little wiser, things are a little different, but overall in the exact same spot. So make sure you take action. Action speaks louder than words. Action is everything. Action is actually the only thing that matters, the only thing that can give you like actual tangible results, proof. If you don't have action, bro, go to remain in the same spot. And the last lesson I learned in 2023 is to remove your feelings from the plan. So I think earlier, the first point I made, I said I was jumping from this thing. One of the main reasons that made me jump around was because my feelings was attached to the plan. So I'll create a very good plan, maybe like affiliate marketing plan. I'm going to make this type of videos to do affiliate marketing, or I'm going to create this type of content, I'm going to learn copywriting and reach out to this type of clients, or do this and do this. And you actually sit down and the plan actually makes sense. Very very brilliant plan that if executed on, you get rid of the results you want. Sharp plan. But the problem is your feelings now start to enter inside of it. You know, the first day you are doing your copywriting, the first day you are making the video, so you're very excited, you're very happy. But 1 week in, 2 weeks in, your feelings now start to alter the plan. You're now like, this thing is not very fun. I don't feel like it. I don't enjoy doing this. So your feelings, a plan that was very, very sensible, a plan that made 100% sense. Your feelings now come in and just like make you change it, make you look for something that feels good. And of course, I'm not saying you should just work at the miserable thing you hate and never do anything. Like, of course, do the things you care about, but stop listening to your feelings as much. Like, once you create a plan that makes sense, a plan that is like foolproof, like actually going to work, don't let your feelings go ahead and spoil everything. Because when the excitement and everything has gone and the real hard work sets in and stuff, and you don't feel like it or doesn't feel right, you're looking for that inspiration or that creativity and stuff, you're going to jump again from that thing you're doing to another thing. And that one to the same thing. Once that first beginning phase, that only formed optimism phase fades away, you're going to jump to the next thing and the next and the next and the next, and you're not going to make progress. So remove your feelings from the plan. Just execute on the plan. Literally see yourself as a robot, as a machine. If you write a plan for ChatGPT doesn't say, I don't feel like executing this plan. It just goes ahead and gives you the results, like goes ahead and executes on the command. That's how you should see yourself. You make a plan for yourself that actually makes 100% sense. Go ahead and execute on it. Stop like letting your feelings change everything. So those are the lessons I learned in 2023. Of course, there probably will be a million different lessons I learned, but these are just a few I was able to write out and share with you. So what did you learn in 2023? I'm asking you now. Tell me what you learned this year. Go ahead and write them down. Write them down in the comment section. Now, what are the lessons you learned in 2023? What mistakes did you make? Where did you fuck up? What things went wrong? Like, write them down. What did you learn? Like, I'm definitely going to not do this in 2024. Write them down in the comment section. With that said, 2023 has come to an end. The almighty 2023 that was once new year is now already an old year. And now we're going to go into 2024. And very soon, 2024 now that looks like a new year and everything, it's going to be an old year. And 2025, then 26, then 27, then 28, then 29, then 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Keeps going on and on. I just pray that we're going to live long enough to, live to good old age to be able to like experience life and everything. But yeah, without all that said, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you in 2024, bro.